one and all present here. So let us move into the next topic of uh, product structures and modeling. So today we are going to deal with 3D CAD systems, digital mockup, model analysis, and model building. So this is what the topics which we are going to discuss today. This is the second part of our product building and structures. Let us discuss in detail about this particular topics of 3D CAD systems, digital mockup, and model analysis and model building. So first we are going to take out, so what is a 3D CAD systems? So basically you people know so what is exactly being uh, 3D CAD systems. So nowadays, especially in a product building and the structures, which we have been discussed in the previous class about virtual product development and about the introduction of the product building. So the product building and then the virtual product development. So so before the product building, so there is a one phenomenon which is called as virtual product development. So virtual product development, which has been very much important in terms if at all you people have to build any product, if at all you people have to design any product. So that is been very much important in this case, especially in product life cycle management, where which it is been going to take out to the next level. See why this product building and structures is been important throughout the product life cycle management is only because whenever people start with any design or else any production or else anything, first of all the thing is we are going to see the virtual product development, like how the virtual product acts, how the analysis will be done, how every process of this the product will be active on all the in all that. So this in this the product building and structures in this regard, so all will be taken care for next product phenomenon. So in that case, so next we are seeing that how it is been very much important in terms of product building and structures of our 3D CAD systems. In 3D CAD systems, it is the use of software to design and document a product design process, engineering drawing in text to use the graphical symbols such as points, lines, curves, especially the detailed descriptions of any component in a graphical form and 3D form. So this is nothing but which has been the basic software where we are going to use a 3D CAD systems. Any type of a product building which has been started with. So they are going to start with the 3D modeling systems, which gives the detailed structure of a production process of all lines, curves, or any type of shapes, graphical methods in terms of the 3D forms, which we are going to, which you people will be having a very clear idea regarding that. So this 3D systems will be accomplished by so many things. So so how it is being accomplished by whether it may be the detailed view, whether it may be the drawings, whether it may be in the analysis part, whether it may be it can be in the manufacturing part or creating the beautiful of 3D models and all that. So this 3D CAD systems plays a very important role in terms of product building and structures. So some of the very important concept of product building and structures, which has been very much important in term if at all you people have to move into the next part, because any part if at all you people have to do it is nothing but always it should be an error free or else it should be an very good high accuracy. So in that case, this 3D CAD systems will be playing a very main role in terms of the product building and structure. And whatever which we have been discussed about virtual product development, that virtual product development is been like giving the clear picture of what the product is all about, especially in turn into any product in the field of electronics, in the field of automobile structure or the aerospace, this plays very important role of, because every part, everything will be very highly sensitive, highly specified, and all the things will be taken care in part of this 3D CAD systems. So 3D CAD systems, what this software enables in the product in the product building. So it gives an efficiency in the quality of design. It gives an the engineers productivity. It gives the record keeping through with the better documentation and communication, tangible design and product testing, quality, consistency, risk reduction. See, there are so many things which this software or this CAD systems which will be enhanced. The quality of design. See, especially when the people want to do those design, which is nothing but very, very important part of maybe of any type of product. Because when we start with the product where we call it as a baby or design, because that is one part where which is been taking care of a complete product life cycle management, which entitle into an good outcome of any type of a model. So that's why which is being depending on which the statement is like the quality of design, which has been very much important. The once the quality of design which is being done by an designer, which is nothing but where the engineer's productivity. So once it is been interconnected, so something will be interconnected where we call it as it is being a network, which is being interconnected throughout. So in the quality of design, this interconnectivity will be a part of anything. Like once the quality of design is done, then it automatically increases the engineer's productivity. So productivity where the product will be get into a wonderful shape. Once the design has been done, automatically the design will be transferred into one sector, which is called as a manufacturing sector. In that manufacturing sector, automatically the production goes on, and then the engineering productivity is completely depend on certain type of process where that design will be converted into an good productivity. So that is where this 3D CAD systems will be helping in that, helping in the term of a quality of design. Next, improving the record keeping through better documentation and communication. See, that is what, because whatever the design which is being done, it is nothing but where you people have to keep the record of that. Once you people keep the record of that, you will be knowing like what is the thing which has been happened previously, where whether it may be an error, whether if once the manufacturing or else a productivity, is it's been not proper automatically, where people can see that so something can be possible in terms of documentation where they can go through, and then the communication in between the design and then production will be very much important to go out. So that's that has been very much important in terms. So tangible design and product testing. So once it has been done, certain steps of design will be taken care by testing, product testing. Because product testing is nothing but which has been telling that what is this been your product is all about. Whether design has been done properly with the quality of design, where the engineering productivity has been very good, or else once it is all has been done, where you people can think that about product testing, that how the testing is been done, like what are the good amount of output where you can get the product testing, where the rejection is being very much, rejection should be always less in term. Next, in terms of a quality, so quality, if at all you people want to discuss about a quality, there is a lot of things you people have to discuss about a quality and quantitative has been very much important in product life cycle management, is only because so quality is all about where you people have to think about once you people start about any product or anything in terms of any organization or else any part of your life is nothing but you people have to think about a quality. So once the quality has been good, so automatically the people or anyone who is called as who is called as a business, who is called as a consumer, who is called as a customer, then only the people will start accepting once your quality is being good. So quality is been the very important part whenever you people start working with a very very high good accuracy, or else very good production, or else any type of criteria which has been possible to convert into very beautiful product. So that is where the quality has been very much important in terms of 3D CAD system. So where this quality comes is only because you implement certain things like 3D CAD systems, where you implement certain things like good manufacturing, where you implement certain good forecasting process, or as any types of process which has been connecting into product lifecycle management will give you very good product testing, where we'll be giving a very good the quality in regard. And next, in terms of consistency, what has been the consistency is all about. See, once every design has been done, where we people accept 99% accuracy or 100% accuracy in terms of design, and the same consistency where we are now expecting from the people of them, and then same thing in the manufacturing and the product testing, where something So where the accuracy, where we are not going to compromise in terms of accuracy, or is in a product costing where the rejection is being very much minimum. So where we are going to so keep in the track of consistency to, which has been I have told about 3D CAD systems, how it has been worked, how it has been possible and all that. So how this can help us is only by using a different set of things where which can improve certain set of things where which is being converted to from normal thing to the beautiful model. So this is where which is very much important to have that. So here certain things are now just now have been discussed, which is of quality of design or engineers productivity or documentation and communication, tangible design, product testing, quality, consistency, risk reduction, and all that. So how this can be enabled is by the three very important things are quality of design, engineering productivity, and then documentation and communication. So now next which has been already been which has been discussed about the thing of a virtual product in manufacturing system is these virtual product in manufacturing systems are, I have told how it has been important in terms of virtual product. There are certain things which has been already used. So when the product is being manufactured, so there is a certain things which has been taking care in terms of a phenomenon of having the manufacturing systems. See, manufacturing system is nothing but getting a good type of a production. So in that good type of production, this virtual product system is being very important in terms of a huge demand in terms of product data. See, if the product data are built in the model or transferred to the other technologies are huge important. Depending on the type of manufacturing systems, it is being used to get converted or involved into a product life cycle. So that's where this computer aided engineering field uses different set of 3D simulations that will be provided into an virtual engineering technologies. So now there are huge things which is being possibility or analysis which has been process which has been going on in the virtual engineering technologies in terms of progressive or different types of directions. With these directions is being the computer-based analysis or geometric modeling or as a final elements analysis or other mechanical simulation systems which has been possible. So automatically when the manufacturing systems where so good amount of accuracy, good amount of production, good model and all will be possible in terms of virtual product where which has been converted into an good manufacturing systems. So that is why where we always go into an virtual product or virtual product development, which has been already implemented, which has been already taken care into analysis or manufacturing into a different sector. I know, like as I have just now have given example where uh, especially in the terms of aeronautical, in the terms of automobile. So this has been very much important to have that to get the phenomenon of different set of product. So next there is a lot of things which will be analyzed, which will be taken care in term of a virtual product systems. There is a nowadays in this innovation, in these new technologies, there is a huge thing in terms of a 3D, in terms of 4D and all that. So this is what one example of what is exactly the picture of a 3D printing and what is exactly the picture of a 4D printing. So this is nothing but why I am giving this example is only because you people have to know very uh, uh, you know um, high phenomenon of what is exactly been the virtual product development is all about. So remember, the virtual product development is as important as the product. The exact product which has been converted a virtual into a normal product, because this virtual product itself will give you all the analysis, all the things, all the views. Everything which has been already 60 to 50% already, which will be seen in the virtual product. Then after that, where people can see in the originality of the product. So here in the 3D in the 3D printing and then in the 4D printing, then 3D printer material and static structure. So this is a three phenomenon where we can see material and static structure. Material has been very much important, and the static structure of that, which will be done in the 3D CAD systems, and then so that will be printed. In a 4D printing, smart material has been used, static structure, and then dynamic intelligence structure. Multi-material 3D printer stimulus inverse problem modeling mechanism of intersection. Means there is a certain things in terms of comparison with the 3D printing and the 4D printing where so multi-material has been used, the inverse problem modeling, there is a problem which will be inverse problem modeling has been used, and then mechanism of intersection. Next is a other topic which is called as in a product building and structures, which is called as a digital markup. See, digital markup, what is exactly the meaning of a digital? So digital markup is a term that refers to a full product description. Full product description. Uh, Full product description is see when the product procurement, when the product is being designed, when the product is being manufactured, when the product is being buy by someone. So there is a certain things which is called as a product, description, which is being used in terms of engineering environment. That is very very important. Where we call it as a description, or else where we call it as the specification of that. In this engineering environment, so this 3D model will give you the clear picture of a product description that refers to the digital markup, which knocking the door of that. So in this product types, in this the digital product cycle, there's certain type of a design, test, manufacturing, inspection, quality, installation, maintenance, disposal, etc. There is a lot of things in terms of digital markup which comes in the product cycle. Means all that will give you the clear picture of a product description is all about. So in terms of digital markup, it is a concept alone of a very, very high description of the product, usually in the 3D for the intercycle. So this is what which I have told. This is digital markup itself is nothing but which is a phenomenon of giving a full description of any type of the product in terms of a 3D. The entire cycle, the entire life cycle with every step like which we have, which I know it has been mentioned as a design, test, manufacturing, inspection, because everything is being needed with the product description. Every part of the product life cycle, whenever which should be completed, will be knowing the all the thing will be knowing with the product description. Product description will give the clear picture of the digital mockup. So this entire cycle will be the activities, means it is enriched with a different set of activities to describe the product, because they will be having the different set of activities in terms of describing any type of product. The product design engineers or manufacturer engineers or support work together to create manage the digital markup. So it is not a single part. So this description of the product is not a single part, because every every part in a different aspects will be working together to give the high phenomenon of creating or supporting the engineers to manage this digital markup. Because if if at all you people can think about that there is no product description, so automatically there is some constraints, having constraints in having where you people have not knowing the description, and then there will be a lot of errors, there will be a lot of inconsistency, lot of obligacy in between the communication with one to other. So that is why the digital markup will play very very important role in terms of product lifecycle management. In the digital markup allows engineers to design, configure complex products and validate their design without ever ever needing the building to build a physical mode. So here there is a uh, certain set of design, so which will be configured in terms of complex products and validate their design. Digital markup, after getting the product description, so what the engineers will be doing, they will be doing the design, they will have the different set of configuring the complex products and validate their design without having the ever need to build a physical model. Once it is being done, once the product description is done, automatically they go into complexity of the product, they go into design, and then validate the design into to build to validate. Validating the design is nothing but where they're going to see the consistency of that design to get converted into create the digital mockup. So this digital mockup will have the active set of technology to visualize the assembly with the ability to measure, analyze, simulate, design, and then redesign. See, this is what the virtual, the example of the virtual, uh, the product is all about. Especially whenever the digital markup technology which is being used, so automatically this will help us to visualize, this will help us to see the measures and analyze the different set of simulation, design, and then redesign. So once all will be done automatically, where we people can see to that where everything is being possible in terms of visualizing the product assembly, where we're taking with the ability to measure that, where we are going to analyze that, where we people see to that it has been simulated, where the design has been proper. If at all the design will be having certain set of errors, certain set of errors in validating, and after that they will go for redesigning and that. So that is the different steps which has been taken in terms of digital markup. So remember, digital markup has been one type of a concept which is being used in product life cycle management, where which helps us to give the uh, you know product description in detail in terms of design, in terms of manufacturing, in terms of inspection, in terms of installation, maintenance, or disposal, or different set of the things which is being active. So that's where, because everything, see, whenever we have going to digital part, it's nothing but it can be user friendly or it can be a complex. So both things have been possible. So once everything is being made simple, then automatically, so this will ability to unite. So this all will united, and then it will be give the ability to measuring the different type of concept in terms of design, in terms of simulation, in terms of analysis, or any type of phenomenon in terms of in the digital markup there is a small block diagram in terms of industry product cycle, because industry product cycle in the digital markup, so where which can give the product uh, description is by the design, like I told about the testing, I told about the manufacturing, which has been the inspection, which has been installation, which has been the maintenance. See, this is what the very important part of a digital markup, where so design, which I have always told about the product design, which has been completely where the design, which is nothing but a baby, because once the design has been done, the product description of everything will be mainly dependent on the product design. So once it has been done, it is been validated by the different sort of test, and then automatically, which will be given by the manufacturing systems. So once the manufacturing system has been done automatically, where people can see about the inspection and later the installation, and after that it will be converted into a maintenance. See, this is what the digital markup is all about, which is nothing but the relevant trees which flows into design to maintenance. See, that is what, because every part of design to maintenance from starting to end, which will be uh, you know which will be dealing with the description of everything, because every thing of every department will need certain set of description towards to convert it to product for a beautiful model, or to maintain it, or to installation, or everything. You people need certain set of idea to analyze everything. So that's why, so this product life cycle which goes into the relevant trees, I know relevant trees which I have told how from starting to end. So this process will get into complemented, that is called as a relevant trace. Relevant trace. So design or testing or manufacturing, inspection, installation, maintenance, because every part of every department will have a certain set of complexity, every certain set of analysis to be done to convert into convert, or else when it should come into a final stage. So design to maintenance, which is nothing but once the product has been done, automatically the product description should be maintained in terms of different set of concept, because design will lead into testing. So testing is nothing but only to see to that, like how the design has been done, then it will be transferred into manufacturing system. Once the manufacturing is been system is been done, automatically it goes into an inspection. The inspection will see to that like how once the product has been done, all the inspection quality control is being done. Once it has been automatically, it will be installed, it will be marketed, it will be supplied to the dealers, consumers, and later which will be transferred into the maintenance part. So next, which is the part of design, digital markup in an engineering field. So digital markup in an engineering field is so there is there is a various type of engineering fields nowadays. Engineering, which is nothing but a technical part. If at all manufacturing should be done, any part, so straight away which is being dealt with an engineering, which is a part of a technical part, which is a part of a technical. In this part where the new origin into the main application, where the mechanical design today will be digital markup, which considered into an 3D model to be extended to the engineering fields and even to disciplines not related to manufacturing or else building. So whether it has been technical, non-technical, once it has been done, so there should be design, then they should have a certain product life cycle should be converted two different set of a beautiful product. So that's where. So this is what the examples where where you people can see it is been automotive sector, or the beautiful things which can happen. The certain changes, the new innovation, the new development, the new technologies will happen, especially in terms of electronics, especially in terms of IT sector, especially in terms of automotive sector, especially in terms of aerospace sector. Here, you know especially there's a lot of things which in turn into the design changes, lot of things will be taken, lot of things will have the design changes. So in that design changes will be given into the new innovation and new technology, so that will go into the digital markup where lot of product description will be analyzed, lot of product description will be uh, you know uh, uh, see that whether it has been consistent, and then whether see to that it will work or not, and all that will be taken care in the digital markup in a shipbuilding, railway, industrial plants, and then building information modeling, national machinery. A lot of things are there in terms of a digital markup. So this is what one of the flow block diagrams of where you people can see the 3D conceptual of digital markup. So digital markup, whenever virtual product will converted, then automatically the description will goes into digital markup. So digital markups will give you all the virtual product descriptions because virtual product will give you the different views. So every different views are very very important. There is a lot of views which all give the definition of different set of configuration, different set of processing, different set of definitions, different set of section plans, and all that will be given with the different conceptual plans. So this digital markup will give you the different clear section, clear give the different configurations, will give the different three-dimensional views, and then how the process will be done, and all that will be giving in the digital markup three-dimensional systems. How this digital markup grows on. See, growing of digital markups are various. So there are a various part in terms of a digital markup, which will be seen, which will be analyzed, which will be, taken care in terms of a different phenomenon. In the digital markup tools sit nicely between heavyweight complex CAD systems and lightweight. CAD views, every automotive enterprise should have one of these tools, and in time will have anyone. See, there are two weights in terms of descriptions. One is a heavyweight and one is a lightweight. The viewer should always see to that like how this has been possible to convert that into an automotive with the different set of tools, with the different set of activities, with the different set of identifying,